Zuma, long live! Long live President Jacob Zuma, long live!
Now look, we as uMkhonto weSizwe are having nationwide celebrations of the birth date of our Commander General and President Jacob Zuma. And the theme for all these lectures which we're going to conduct in all provinces of South Africa is to now contest the narrative that President Zuma has wasted South Africa's opportunities when he was head of state and president. It was 9 wasted years. So we're going to firmly speak about his legacy, his revolutionary contributions to revolutionary politics in South Africa, but also to articulate his vision as to what becomes the agenda moving forward in terms of total emancipation and full realization of the Freedom Charter objectives. And this is part of the build-up to the inaugural President Jacob Zuma lecture, which is going to be held on the 26th of June 2025. So we are going to launch President Jacob Zuma's lecture series, which will then become an annual event from there on. So this is just part of the build-up. We've got activities that are taking place in Mpumalanga, in Limpopo, in the Western Cape, in KwaZulu-Natal, in all parts of South Africa. These activities at provincial, regional and sub-regional level. And a lot of branches as well are having different activities to have a solid narrative of President Zuma as a revolutionary, as an honest revolutionary, who has championed the cause and interest of the people. No, look, we got a letter from the ANC Secretary General and we responded to say we do not want to enter into domestic affairs of the government, or so-called government of national unity. If they've got budget impasse, it's their own issue. They've constituted a government with representatives of the colonial system, of racism, of apartheid. So they must see to finish as to how they handle their own issues. They can't utilize us as some spare wheel which they're going to utilize to scare the Democratic Alliance. That no, for them to win their immediate gains, they will go to MK and then MK will then rush as if we're desperate for power. We know that as uMkhonto weSizwe will represent majority of the people of South Africa. We are not desperate to enter into power through the ANC coalition or arrangement. We can take power single-handedly as an organization. We've got the necessary capacity to take power by ourselves. That is why less than 6 months into existence, uMkhonto weSizwe could get upward of 14% of the vote in South Africa and have an outright majority in the province of KwaZulu-Natal in terms of the votes that were announced by the IEC, not in terms of the true reflection of the outcomes which we are still contesting now. So the ANC has written to us. We have responded to say that we do not want to enter into domestic affairs of the so-called government of national unity. Let them deal with their issues. We have got the relevant platforms as MK where we're going to articulate our position in terms of what is to be done in relation to the budgeting framework, in terms of the money bills that are still going to serve before Parliament. But one thing for sure is that as long as the government of national unity or any government includes the Democratic Alliance and all these other aspects, we are not going to allocate any budget as uMkhonto weSizwe to representatives of oppression to expand on land, on basic education. We will never support that budget. That is one issue which we have clearly articulated.